You know, there's something I've noticed after more than 25 years of working with people over 60. So many patients walk into my office and say the exact same thing. Doctor, I take my medication every day. I watch what I eat. So why do I feel dizzy so often lately? Some people feel a heavy head when climbing stairs. Some bend down to tie their shoes, stand back up, and suddenly everything goes dark. Others just carry a slightly heavy bag, and their heart starts pounding. Their body feels light and unsteady. And here's the important part. They're not doing anything wrong. They're not eating more salt. They're not forgetting their medication. They're not unusually stressed. And yet their blood pressure still seems to jump around in ways that don't make sense. My name is David Warren. I'm a cardiologist, and I'm 60 years old. I've spent my career caring for thousands of people in their 60s, 70s, even 80s. People who want to stay healthy, stay independent, and not become a burden to their families. And if there's one truth I wish more people knew earlier, it's this. After 60, your blood pressure doesn't just react to food or medication, it reacts very strongly to how you move your body every single day. When you're young, your body's like a brand new car. You can accelerate suddenly, brake hard, rush up a hill, and everything works just fine. But over time, things change. Your blood vessels become less flexible. The nervous system that regulates blood pressure reacts more slowly. Your heart has to work harder just to keep you upright, and now very normal movements like standing up too fast, bending down deeply and popping back up, carrying heavy items when you're already tired, rushing up the stairs, can cause your blood pressure to spike or drop in just a few seconds. I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm saying it to help you understand something important. Your body is talking to you, just in a different language than when you were 40. In today's video, I'm not talking about complicated workouts. I'm not talking about the gym, and I'm not asking you to be stronger. I'm going to share some very common movements that people over 60 may need to adjust, and more importantly, how to keep living your normal life while being gentler on your heart and your blood pressure. If you've ever felt brief dizziness, a heavy head when changing positions, a racing heart from something small, then this video was made for you. Point 1. Standing up too fast. The silent shock to blood pressure. After 60, when you're sitting or lying down, blood is fairly evenly distributed throughout your body. But the moment you stand up, gravity pulls a large amount of blood down into your legs. In younger people, the body reacts almost instantly. Blood vessels tighten just enough, the heart rate increases slightly, blood is quickly pushed up to the brain still gets enough blood, and you don't feel anything. But after 60, that system isn't as fast anymore. Blood vessels are stiffer, reflexes are slower, and if you're taking blood pressure medication, this response can be even more sensitive. The result? Blood reaches the brain a few seconds late. Blood pressure drops briefly. The brain complains with dizziness, lightheadedness, or dimming vision. That's not weakness. That's normal age-related physiology. When you stand up the right way, just a little slower, you can greatly reduce morning dizziness. Lower your risk of falling in the bedroom or bathroom. Feel clearer and more alert at the start of the day. Keep your blood pressure steadier throughout the day. Many of my patients tell me, doctor, I only change the way I stand up, and I feel so much better. Here's the simple 3-step method I teach. Step 1. When you wake up, sit up slowly. Place both feet on the floor. Sit still for 10-15 seconds. Step 2. Before standing, place your hands on your thighs or the bed. Take a slow breath. Check in with your body. Step 3. Stand up. Stand slowly. Once standing, stay still for 5 to 10 seconds. Then start walking. If you feel lightheaded, don't push forward, stay still, and breathe gently. The feeling usually passes quickly. I often tell my older patients this. Your body is like an old loyal friend. It's still with you, but it doesn't like being rushed. Standing up slowly isn't a sign of aging. It's a sign of wisdom. And if you frequently feel dizzy when you stand up, tell your doctor. That information is very important when adjusting medications and daily routines. Point 2. Bending down and popping back up. Why your head suddenly feels heavy or dark. When you bend deeply, picking something up, tying your shoes, gardening, cleaning, Blood shifts in the direction of that position. While you're bent over, your body settles into a new balance. Pressure inside the chest and abdomen changes. The heart adjusts its rhythm. Blood vessels adapt to your head being lower than your heart. The problem happens when you stand up too fast. At that moment, gravity pulls blood toward your legs. Your brain needs blood immediately. But the blood pressure system after 60 can't react fast enough. Even a delay of a few seconds can cause a heavy head, blurred vision, a sudden drop or hollow feeling, needing to grab a table, chair, or wall. That's not because you're weak. It's because the posture change is too sudden for an aging cardiovascular system. When you change how you bend and stand, darkened vision happens far less often. You feel steadier around the house. Cleaning and gardening become safer. You feel less tired from small tasks. Many people tell me, "Doctor, I always thought I was anemic." In reality, it's not low blood. It's that blood just hasn't reached the brain fast enough. Here are 3 easy rules to remember. Rule 1. Don't fold at the waist like a hinge. Slightly bend your knees. Keep your back more upright. Don't let your head drop too low below your heart. Rule 2. Stand up in 2 stages. Bent halfway up, pause for 305 seconds, then stand fully upright. Rule 3. Always have support. Rest a hand on a table, chair, or sink, especially in the bathroom or kitchen. If you work close to the floor often, use a low stool or small chair. Sit to work instead of bending for long periods and popping back up, I always tell my patients. After 60, the dangerous part isn't bending down. It's standing up the wrong way. If you notice frequent dizziness when bending and standing, needing to grab onto something to feel steady, take that as a signal worth paying attention to, not something to ignore. Doi jai labandik sang tiengan, phong kash van noi, tun hien, jung jong goi, mai pu hop je jok voiceover cho YouTube. Noi dung jok dik tu van ban ban kung kap. Point 3. Carrying heavy items, how your heart and blood pressure gets silently overloaded. When you carry something heavy, even just a bag of rice, a bucket of water, or groceries, your body isn't just using your arms. At that moment, your entire cardiovascular system gets involved. Your arms, shoulders, back, and legs all contract at once. Your heart has to pump more blood at the same time. Your blood vessels are suddenly under higher pressure. What many people don't realize is this. Most people hold their breath when lifting or carrying something heavy. When you hold your breath and strain, pressure inside your chest goes up. Blood flow back to the heart is restricted. Your blood pressure can spike within seconds. For younger people, the body usually handles this. But for adults over 60, especially those with high blood pressure, diabetes, or heart disease, this becomes a quiet but serious strain on the heart and brain. Just by changing how you carry things, you can feel fewer sudden heart-pounding episodes, have less head pressure or headaches afterward, avoid that out-of-breath feeling after just a few steps, stay independent without sacrificing safety. Many people tell me, "I thought I was tired because of my age." Turns out it was how I was carrying things. Here are the rules I teach my patients. Rule 1. Lighter is better. Split items into smaller bags. Making extra trips isn't weakness, it's smart. Rule 2. Balance both sides. Avoid carrying heavy weight on just one side. 2 light bags are safer than 1 heavy one. Rule 3. Breathe correctly. Inhale before lifting. Exhale slowly while carrying. If you're straining or your face turns red, the item is too heavy. Rule 4. Use tools, carts, trolleys, or rolling baskets. These are excellent heart helpers for older adults. I say this to many patients and to myself as well. Your value isn't measured by how much weight you can still carry. It's measured by how long you stay healthy and present with your family. If something makes you strain, hold your breath, or feel your heart racing, take it as a sign to ask for help. Point 4. Exercising in extreme weather. When weather throws off your blood pressure. Weather directly affects your blood vessels and blood pressure, especially after 60. Cold weather. Blood vessels tighten to keep you warm. Blood pressure tends to rise. The heart has to pump harder through narrowed vessels. Hot weather. Blood vessels widen to release heat. Blood pressure can drop. Sweating causes fluid loss. Blood volume decreases. When you exercise in these conditions, your heart has to adjust to the weather and meet the demands of movement, while your age-related blood pressure regulation is already slower. The result? Blood pressure becomes unstable. Sometimes it rises unexpectedly. Other times it drops, leaving you weak, dizzy, or exhausted. When you choose the right time and environment to exercise, walking feels easier. You get less tired and less short of breath. You reduce the risk of dizziness outdoors. You can stay active long-term and consistently. Many of my patients say, I still walk every day. I just change the time, and it feels completely different. You don't need to stop exercising. You just need to exercise smarter. In hot weather, walk early in the morning or later in the evening. Avoid midday heat. Drink water regularly. Don't wait until you're thirsty. Wear light, breathable clothing and a hat in cold weather. Wait until the day warms up a bit. Dress in layers. Warm up slowly and thoroughly. Avoid going out in strong cold winds in extreme conditions. Exercise indoors. Walk in hallways or shopping malls. Do gentle chair or mat exercises at home. I always tell my patients, exercise isn't about proving how tough you are. It's about nourishing your heart and brain for the long run. If one day you feel more tired than usual, heavy-headed, or notice an irregular heartbeat, give yourself permission to slow down or change your environment. Your body knows when something is too much. Point 5. Sitting very low or squatting, then standing up fast. A leading cause of dizziness and falls after 60. When you sit very low or squat close to the ground, blood tends to pool in your legs more than usual. In that position, your heart and blood vessels settle into a new balance. Blood pressure is maintained for that low posture. The problem happens when you stand up too quickly. At that moment, blood is still in your legs. Your brain needs blood immediately, but after 60, the adjustment is slower. Within seconds, blood pressure drops briefly. The brain gets less blood. You feel dizzy, dim-visioned, or unsteady. If you're taking blood pressure medication, the risk is even higher. When you change how you sit and stand, that lightheaded feeling happens far less often. You're less likely to lose balance. Bathrooms, kitchens, and bedrooms become safer. You feel more confident living independently. Many falls in older adults start with just a few seconds of dizziness like this. Here's the 4-step method I teach. Step 1. Avoid sitting too low when possible. Choose chairs with moderate height. Armrests are a big plus. Avoid very soft sinking chairs. Step 2. If you must sit low or squat, use a small stool instead of the floor. When cleaning, cooking, or gardening low, sit on a chair. Step 3. Stand up in stages. Move to the edge of the chair. Place both feet firmly on the floor. Use your hands for support. Stand up slowly and with control. Step 4. Pause before walking. Stand still for 5 to 10 seconds. If dizzy, stay still and breathe slowly. I always tell my older patients, after 60, falls don't happen because you're weak. They happen because your body's caught off guard. Standing up just a few seconds slower can keep you safe, keep you independent, keep you with your family longer. Before we finish, I want you to remember one very important thing. After 60, the goal isn't to live faster or push harder. The goal is to live steadier, safer, and longer. What we talked about today isn't a new disease. It's not a scary diagnosis, and it's not meant to make you anxious. It's simply how the body changes over time. When you stand up more slowly, bend with control, carry lighter loads, and breathe properly, exercise at the right time and in the right environment, avoid sitting too low and popping back up, you're reducing the small, repeated shocks to your heart and brain every single day. I always tell my patients, stable blood pressure doesn't come from pills alone. It comes from how you treat your body all day long. You don't need to change everything at once. Just choose one thing from today's video and start tomorrow. Maybe not rushing when you stand up, not holding your breath when carrying things, not pushing yourself in extreme weather. Small changes done every day can protect you from much bigger problems in the future. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel so I can keep sharing practical, gentle advice for healthy aging after 60. And if you have an older loved one, Don't hesitate to share this video with them. Sometimes one safer habit today can prevent a fall or a hospital visit next year. This video is for educational purposes only and does not replace personal medical advice. If you experience frequent dizziness, fainting, or unusual blood pressure changes, please speak directly with your doctor.